Welcome to Noona, Your Business Podcast, Episode 8, Big Bang, with your hosts, Becca and Megan. Today, we talk all things Big Bang, the K-pop group, not the television show. I give Megan a quick German lesson for her upcoming trip to the Berlin Film Festival. We'll tell you all about the time we got to sit front row at a Big Bang concert. That's right, people. It happened, and I still can't believe it myself. And have you ever wondered what the members of Big Bang would be if they were alcoholic beverages? Well, wonder no more, because we got you covered. All of that is coming up right now on Noona Ya Business. You remember we had the last podcast and we had to share earphones?
Yeah.
And I said, this reminds me of that scene in Airs where they're sharing earphones. Yes. Well, I started rewatching Airs, so that's what I'm watching.
It inspired you.
It did inspire me.
Do you know, after you told me you'd started rewatching Airs, I was trying to remember what happens in that, because I remember being like, oh, Choi Young-do, or was that his name, is such a great character and he's really romantic. But then I'm like, why though? I don't remember what he does. I just remember Lee Min-ho wearing ugly sweaters.
Lots of ugly
he
sweaters.
Wears them beautifully.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And
they're
then Park Shin-hye just constantly looking upset.
Yes.
That character never gets a break.
You know what I forgot about was older bro. Super.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw him.
Yeah.
He's my age.
Is he really?
He always gets cast as, like, much older brother or, like, adult man, but he's just a dumb, well, I guess we're adults now. We would be cast as, like,
Ajumas. Like, we would be the oldest women on set.
We're expired. Like, no, there's...
Nobody wants us.
Done.
There's no roles in
South
Korea for people of our age.
We just...
I'm not even in my mid-30s yet. Well, I guess I kind of am, but...
Not really. You're flirting with it, but not really.
That's sad.
Yeah, I feel so old sometimes when I watch and listen to it, because it's just like designed for young people. You have to have a lot of energy, I feel like.
Could not agree more. What are you watching?
Radio Romance.
Tell me more. I've never heard of this one.
So far, I love it. It is Kim So-hyun. She's like a child actress, and she was in Let's Fight Ghost. She's delightful. She's playing much older than her actual age. I think she's only like 18 or 19. She's playing a like 24, 25-year-old. And then one of the members of Highlight, formerly known as Beast. And that is a band I was not that familiar with. This guy is a certified dreamboat. I am all in. So it's really fun. I mean, it's like...
What's it called?
Radio Romance.
Radio Romance.
He's a top star, and she is a radio writer, and she has to convince him to be on her show so she can get this writing position. Also, there's this brother character in that, oh my gosh, what's it called? That French show. The one that the Package. Mm-hmm. So like the main girl has this younger brother who comes to track her down in France, and he was so great in that show, and he's the producer of the radio program in this show, and he's so great. I'm so happy he's in a show so quickly after that one, because my mom and I were smitten with him. I can't remember any of the actors' names right now, but...
That's all right.
It's great. I like it.
I don't remember American actor names, so...
Yeah, I'm terrible.
Yeah. Throw in a new language and you're really...
Yeah, it's...
grasping for straws
I'll be watching too many things at once, and then I'll just confuse myself by like, wait, who's in that? I don't remember. But right now, I'm watching that, and I'm like kind of watching Why Yugi, that Hong Sisters show. And then just listening to that Icon song on repeat, because wow,
awesome.
I'm so late to the party. Everybody's like, it's so great.
I'm so glad you like it.
Yeah, you played it for me once, and I was like, yeah, this is great. And then for some reason, it wasn't until last week when I sat and actually paid attention. I was like, oh man, this song's amazing. Mm-hmm. So
girl, I got your back.
I know. God, I need to listen to you faster. I always listen to you, but I just I'm slow about it.
I feel like that though too, because you're always like 20 dramas ahead of me. So then when I finally watch a drama that you loved, and I'm like, why didn't you tell me this was great? And then I'm like, oh, you did tell me this was great. It was just 5 years ago.
Speaking of which, I need to clear the air on something.
Oh no.
So, remember how I told you my mom had never watched My Love from Another Star?
Yes.
She got 4 episodes in and was like, oh, I've watched this.
Of course she has.
She's like, it's good, I remember. I was like, really? The alien thing didn't seem at all familiar to you? You honestly...
How do you not remember? That is such an iconic
The only
drama.
reason I can think of is that the sheer number of shows she consumes is so high that it just got lost in the shuffle. Because a woman is a machine.
Yeah.
She's a machine.
I could see that.
I don't know, but it was really funny because I was like, oh, we talked about how you hadn't watched it yet, the podcast. And she's like, I forgot to tell you, I have watched it. I was like, okay, well, we're liars.
Well, I have, so everybody that's listening, Megan is leaving me this week to go to the Berlin Film Festival.
Yes. My brother is a filmmaker, and his short film is showing in competition.
My brother is a filmmaker.
And by that I mean my brother is unemployed, but made a movie.
Well, I'm super excited for you.
Thanks.
And you know I took 8 years of German.
Yeah.
But never went there.
Oh,
to
really?
Deutschland. I've never been to Deutschland.
Really?
No, never. So I came up with a couple of helpful phrases while you're there.
Did you write them out phonetically? Because I'm about to butcher this language.
Here's the great thing about the German language. You pronounce it exactly as it's spelled.
Okay.
There's
so many
and
consonants.
you always sound angry when you talk.
That's easy. I can do that.
You can do that.
Yeah.
That's not a stretch.
No. Especially when I'm traveling.
The first one I actually wrote down is for your brother.
Okay.
Okay. Ist das glutenfrei? Is that gluten-free?
Ist das glutenfrei?
Glutenfrei. You can do that one, right?
Ist das glutenfrei?
Ist das glutenfrei?
It just sounds like English.
It does. That one's really easy. So the next one. Eines meiner Hobbys ist K-dramas.
Nope. Eines meiner Hobbys
is
K-dramas.
K-dramas. One of my hobbies is K-dramas.
My only hobby. How do I say my only hobby is K-dramas?
Well, and because I didn't want to leave out K-pop.
Thank you.
The next one. Ich höre... I can't even say it without laughing. Ich höre gerne K-pop.
Ich höre gerne K-pop. She's laughing at me. This is giving me flashbacks to when I took French for a semester. My teacher told me that you can't say Megan in a French accent, so she made me change my name.
So, ich höre gerne K-pop. It's I enjoy listening to K-pop.
Ich höre gerne K-pop.
Perfect.
Ich höre. I did take Swedish for a semester, and this is not unlike Swedish. It just seems harder.
You're Swedish. That's for another podcast, but you're Swedish. And when I'm on my deathbed, and all my favorite memories ever flashing before my eyes, you speaking Swedish will be one of them.
That's the most beautiful thing anyone's ever said to me.
I'm seriously crying right now. So I have 2 more.
Okay. I already forgot the ones you just taught. Mine's hobbyist K-dramas. Close enough. They'll be like, okay, kind of know what she's saying.
So just because I know your personality, and I'm seriously wiping tears from my face.
I'm so scared whenever somebody starts a sentence, just because I know your personality, it never ends well.
Well, I picture you, when you said you were going to the Berlin Film Festival, I picture you like walking through the room with some pretty pretentious people, probably some pretty lovely people too. But I also know with your current position, a lot of times you get problems put on you that are not your problems.
Yeah.
So the way to say that this is not my problem
I love this so much
is das ist nicht mein Bier. Which the literal translation is that is not my beer.
It really is.
It really is. But it's like the Polish saying, not my circus, not my monkeys. Like,
okay.
It's just another way of saying, so das ist nicht mein Bier.
Das ist nicht mein Bier. Das ist nicht mein Bier.
You even said that with like anger in your eyes.
Because I'm practicing.
You know what? We German people are going to adopt
nicht
you.
Mein Bier.
Das ist nicht mein Bier. That's not my problem.
Nein.
And then when you have to come home and you're super sad because I know you're going to have an amazing time, you can remember this phrase. And this is the longest one.
Oh, God. Das ist nicht mein Bier, Becca.
You know us Germans love our sausage, right?
Invented the sausage, didn't you?
So the phrase is, alles hat ein Ende, nur die Wurst hat zwei.
Alles nein in Denver. Not as alles für zwei.
It means everything has an end.
Can I look at
Only the sausage has 2.
Oh my God, the Germans are so whimsical. I want to see what
they're really poetic. Alles
hat
ein Ende,
nur die Wurst hat zwei.
You got it.
Alles hat ein Ende, nur die Wurst hat zwei.
See? You are ready.
I'm so nervous.
You're so ready for
Das
a trip to
ist
Germany.
nicht mein Bier.
Das ist nicht mein Bier.
Nicht mein Bier. Oh my god.
I was sitting down today. I should have been because I told you I was sick. I wasn't feeling well. But I was also Googling, like, what phrases should I be teaching Megan tonight before her trip to Germany?
I should have you also Google, like, how should I pack for a trip to Germany? Because I leave in 2 days and I haven't done that yet.
Oh, good luck.
I'm just going to take
I was
sweaters.
going to have common phrases about, like, this is my boyfriend, Jungkook. But the thing is, in
Das
Germany,
ist nicht mein Bier, Jungkook.
Das ist nicht mein Bier. There's no, like, phrase for boyfriend and girlfriend in German.
Really?
Yeah, you have, like, pet names. One of them is Bunny.
Oh my god, it's perfect.
But anyway, so...
How do you say bunny?
I don't even remember now.
Becca, this is like literally the most important word in German.
I'll make sure I text it to you before you're
Das ist nicht
mein Bier.
Mein Bier. That nicht is the hardest part for me. Nicht.
Yeah.
Because I want to say not.
You're going to be good.
I don't think... You know what's going to happen is I'm going to say something in German and then like any foreign country I've ever been to, they're going to be like, American? And then I'll be like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't choose this.
Natürlich. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's dig in. I actually have rapid fire for you today.
You evil woman. Okay.
And for anybody listening, today's entire podcast,
oh yeah,
minus talking about your trip to Germany here,
yeah,
is going to be about Big Bang. And we've talked about this.
Yeah. How
when we do rapid fire, we might as well just call the game Bang Bang Bang.
Oh yeah.
So today, from now on, henceforth.
But we have to say it like bang bang bang.
Yeah, it's time for Bang Bang Bang.
Bang,
rapid fire.
Bang, bang.
So there's 5 members of Big Bang. We'll get into them in a minute.
Yes.
But for those of you who already know who they are, you have to pick a member to have coffee with, to have a meal with, to have a drink with, to go see a movie with, or to be a roommate with.
I can't pick the same member for all 5.
Nope, you can't double up.
Okay.
So there's your list. Who would you pick for each one?
I think I would be roommates with... obviously, I want to have a meal with Top because he loves food and is very knowledgeable about food. I think we would have a really good time. I think I want to have a drink with G-Dragon. I feel like that would be very fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd go to a movie with Daesung. Because then it would also be like a date, and I want to go on a date with Daesung.
Right.
I'd have coffee with Taeyang. And I think I'd be a roommate with Sungri. Okay, hear me out.
Megan.
What would be more interesting than living with Sungri?
That is true.
I feel like I would have the best stories. It would be...
And you have a natural talent for writing. This could be a bestseller.
I feel like it would be my big chance.
Yes.
And it would be hilarious. And also, he seems super fun. Although, it would be the odd couple of the century because he is, like, social and likes parties, and I don't, and I'm not. But that would be what makes it so special. I'm going to take my Clockwork Orange and read it in my room by myself. Don't bother me. When you see the sign on the door, don't knock. I stand firm. Sungri and I would be hilariously bad roommates.
I like it. And you know what? To me, that sounds like a good German/K-drama crossover sitcom.
Das ist nicht my problem.
Das ist nicht mein Bier.
I got halfway through it. I got the Das
At
ist...
the end of this podcast, you're going to have it.
Das ist nicht mein Bier.
Mein Bier.
Das ist nicht mein Bier, Sungri. He'd like want me to like get girls out of his room or something. That's me making an assumption about Sungri that I don't know if it's true.
I love it. I love it so much. All right, so let's dig into Big Bang.
I'm ready.
We decided we were going to just talk about each member. We were just going to pick 2 quick sentences.
We should probably say that Big Bang was our gateway
into everything. Yeah,
because we probably said it before, but I watched Top in Taza 2, thought he was super hot. Looked up his music video, found out he was in a band, and then it spiraled from there. Because once you get into Big Bang, I mean, it's like any beautiful K-pop experience. there's just so much.
There's so much. It's never ending.
No, and so we've briefly introduced the names of the members. I almost called them characters.
Yeah, it's not a
they
drama
are characters,
podcast.
but yeah. So we got G-Dragon.
G-Dragon.
We've got Taeyang.
I was going to go down the list. G-Dragon's the leader.
Yeah.
Top is the oldest.
Yes, and the rapper.
Tay.
Yeah.
Taeyang, sorry. Dancer. Great vocals.
Singer. He can do anything.
Daesung. Great vocalist.
I'm going to talk a lot about Daesung.
And then Sungri, the youngest.
Yeah.
And
who's also like
all around
multi-purpose
entertaining
person.
Yeah.
I think when we were talking about this, I wrote down one word for everybody that I thought like the one word that defined them. And so for like Sungri, I think I had charm. Daesung, I forgot my list. This is the thing, guys. We prepare for these and then I leave all of my preparation somewhere else. So I don't have any of my list here. I definitely wrote for top eccentric. G-Dragon, I think I wrote genius. Taeyang, I wrote versatile. Daesung, I probably just wrote like perfect angel or something.
Yeah. Heavenly vision in
Yeah.
Daesung. So I have for G-Dragon, writer was my one word. Flush with cash, because at one point in time, he was listed as the Korean idol who made the most royalties.
Really?
From his own produced written songs. Because he wrote like everything.
And he writes for other groups now too.
Yeah.
He truly is. I don't even know who we could compare him to in the music, like American music industry. He's maybe like Bruno Mars.
Maybe that's.
He's just like a hit machine.
Yeah, he pumps them out.
Who is also an extremely talented artist. So it's like,
and also he has worn skirts in photo shoots.
He can wear anything.
And his whole body and the way he carries a skirt is
He's
something
like a
I aspire
chameleon.
to.
He's been on like fashion magazine covers and he's at fashion. I mean, he's like Madonna status, I feel like.
Yeah.
Or he's another level of celebrity in Korea, but internationally.
Everywhere. Yeah, everywhere.
Big Bang, to a certain extent, as a group is, too, I think. They're icons. But G-Dragon is a whole thing.
Super.
Yeah.
Yeah, super above that.
And also seems very nice.
He does. Although
the
lately,
interviews.
I don't want to get controversial here. His Instagram posts lately have me a little worried for him. He seems a little misplaced.
Yeah,
maybe.
well, think of his age.
Yeah.
It's like a quarter-life crisis.
He's going to be enlisting soon.
Yeah. Yeah, they just announced his enlistment date.
Yep.
Also, I've got to be honest, I really hyper-focus in on the Instagram pics of his cat and do not necessarily see the other ones. G-Dragon, I knew he was my kind of person right away because he loves his cat.
He does love his cat.
Little cat person.
So for top, this is a little rhyme I wrote and I texted it to you years ago. But this sums up top in a very short rhyme. Wine, day, chairs are bae. Top loves his wine. He's obsessed with Daesung.
Yes.
And he was constantly Instagramming photos of very
furniture.
odd chairs.
Top is, I feel like no matter what I say about him, we won't even be able to capture what Top is.
No.
He is an enigma. He's like very artistic and creative.
Yes.
He's very smart. He's a great writer. But like, he's like an experimental idol.
Yes.
I feel like that's all I could say is he does a lot of his own thing and it works pretty much all the time.
Sometimes I was thinking that there would be this big like revelation that he's just been a hologram the whole time.
Yeah, he
and I
like
would
never
totally
existed.
buy that.
He's super artistic and he's a good actor too. He was in Taza too, like I said, but he was also in this short series called Secret Message.
Secret Message.
Oh, it was one of my...
Oh, and the song he sang, Hi Haruka.
Okay, he's a rapper, but when he sings, I'm dead.
It was beautiful.
He has such a cool voice. It's really low and distinctive. He has such a beautiful voice. That's one I definitely recommend if you want like a quick, interesting one. It's also very kind of experimental and artistic.
How many? I think it's 12 episodes.
It's really short. Oh my god!
And each
I had a
episode's
crisis.
Like 15 minutes long.
Yeah, because I didn't know the last episode was the last episode, and I watched it one night and it was over. And I think I texted you in the middle of the night, like, "What do I do?"
Yeah, you were like, "I did not know this was the last
ready
episode."
for this." Stupid Megan. But yeah, so he's following his own drummer.
Yeah. Good for him, too, because it works.
It's the best,
it
yeah.
works.
He's okay, so I'll stop here. He's my bias. He got me into K-pop. He got me into Big Bang. I'll always be a fan of Top, no matter what.
God love him.
Love you, Top.
God love him. Taeyang is next. I wrote amazing abs. I mean, dancing abilities. And then I wrote also amazing abs. I mean, vocals. That was my description.
So the other kind of funny thing about Big Bang is that like half of them will never take their shirt off. Yes. And the other half, you can't get them to put a shirt on.
Yeah, I was convinced he had some sort of like shirt repellent spray, like a deodorant.
It's whatever Jimin uses on his shoulder.
Yes, exactly. They share that product.
It just like pops off.
And he also, you actually pointed that out once, that he must use that hair product called Wet Hair Don't Care. Because his hair always seems to be dripping wet. But again, it works for him.
It looks so sexy.
It works for him.
But I cannot think of a single photo where I've seen him and I'm like, oh, he dried off. He's like always...
He dried off and his shirt is on.
He always just took a shower. I feel like you just are constantly catching him in that like, oh, I just got out of the shower. Give me a second.
It's fine. It
but
works for him.
He really does. So we're going to talk about some of our favorite Big Bang songs in a minute, but I would say they all have side solo projects, and he has this album called Rise.
Amazing.
So good. Every single song is good. His voice is just beautiful. And he really is like on another level as a dancer.
Yeah. And he just got married. So
yeah, he also seems like a super nice guy.
Yeah. Very religious and down to earth. I don't know. He seems like a really cool person.
They did this show. So they were like the products of a show, right?
It was like a fake. Yeah.
Well, I can't remember what it was called now.
I don't either. But we were convinced that the show was like a reality show for the members.
Yeah,
but
like they didn't
think
know
it was like really produced.
Planned out.
Yeah, we think
it's really intense, and
you can watch it on Drama Fever.
Yeah, it's on Drama Fever, and it's really interesting. And you just see them all working super hard and trying to make it into this group. I feel like Taeyang really stood out as a character to me because you get a really good. He just has this really big heart. I don't know. He was lovely. They all are really lovable, but
yeah,
he made me cry a lot.
He's good. And so then we have Daesung.
Oh, talk about a bias wrecker.
Yeah, I just wrote bangs because they got this thing where they
let him live.
Yeah, they don't want to show his face.
He's so cute.
He got into YG Entertainment because they were doing a big push for talent and not necessarily looks, and that's how they said he got in.
If you've never listened to Big Bang, we cannot express enough just how beautiful Daesung's voice is.
And honestly, anymore, on some of these like recent Instagram posts that I've seen of like Tae's wedding and like Sungri has all these projects and Daesung and Tae have been there, helping him support him. He looks good.
He looks great.
I don't understand
I feel like in the Fantastic Baby video, his eyes are covered and he looks hot. He was hot then. We are baffled by this decision. He makes jokes about it too. Covering his face.
Because his bangs were always covering his eyes.
He can't see. How can he see where he's going?
I don't know. It's like Sungri's like his seeing eye dog.
Yeah,
like
seriously. He has to follow. They literally keep him blinded to everything. But
so I wrote bangs. And then I just wrote vocals because...
Yeah. Well, and he's also an awesome dancer. I feel like so many of these idols are intensely good at both, but are just known for one or the other. And so then I completely forget how good at the second thing they are. They're just like good at everything.
Yeah. So last we have Sungri.
Sungri. Also good at everything.
So I wrote down CEO because I'm convinced that he's going to be
the next.
He will have the longest career as something.
Yeah. He will totally be the head of his own company someday.
Yes. And then I also wrote Dance Academy.
Hustler.
Because he opened his own dance academy because he's just such a good dancer. And for a long time, he was like the main choreographer for Big Bang. He's got some great moves.
I didn't know that.
But when I was researching it today, because it's been a while since we've gotten into Big Bang, BTS's J-Hope graduated from his academy.
What?
And so did Winner's Jinwoo.
Wait, how's that even possible?
I have no idea.
Sungri's not that old.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, God.
I also thought he's not that old. But I think
he's the youngest one.
He's older than everybody in BTS. I think he's older than Jin. I think he's 27, 28.
So would that... So when did he open the dance academy?
He was younger, I know.
Man,
I don't know if it was like he opened it or just had a hand
put his
in
name
it.
on it.
Yeah, but still.
That's so interesting. Where is it at?
I have no idea.
Because I know J-Hope's from, like, not from Seoul. From, like, southern or central Korea.
I just saw it today, and I
Gwangju?
checked 4 different sources because I didn't believe it.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
And Jinwoo too, huh? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So,
Becca,
Sungri.
the online detective.
I tell you what, I like to do my research.
Yeah, Sungri is a hustler. He's so smart.
He's going to have a long career as whatever he wants to be. So
I feel like the funny thing about Big Bang is, and I don't know if it was the time that they were put together as opposed to like the like 2 or 3 years subsequent when they kind of came up with the formula for a boy group or a male idol group. But I feel like they don't have the same, like, this one is the dancer and this one is the,
Right.
like, they obviously play their parts, but then they're just like these 5 dudes who all have their thing. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yes. And
it feels very different.
We've discussed this before too, where Big Bang is like 5 of the most random personalities.
Yes.
Because they are nothing alike.
And they don't really do the same.
They all have side projects inside. I mean,
Yeah.
their interests outside of Big Bang are so different.
Yeah. They're
But you
very well
put them all together and they work
really well.
Really well.
And their like interviews and things don't always feel quite as manufactured as some of the more, I'm saying modern. This is a difference of like 6 years.
I know.
I don't know. It's just, I feel like within the last 10 years, there's been so many shifts in the scene that it's like, there are already eras in K-pop and we're talking about like a single decade with multiple eras. It's just so interesting. But they just, I don't know, they have like an authenticity about them that I don't always get it from some of the groups now.
No. They definitely seem genuine in a, I don't even know if genuine is the right word, but they're just, like you said, authentic. Like they are just being themselves.
And I wonder if part of that comes with just like the phenomenal amount of fame that they have, that they can just be like, whatever, we're kind of unstoppable at this point.
Right.
I don't know. They're legends.
They are.
They've been a group for like has it even been a decade?
I know.
And they're legends. When did Big Bang start? It was like 2006 or something?
They're well-deserved legends, that's for sure. I think so, wasn't it? Was it 05 or 06?
I can't remember. Man.
Megan's doing research as we talk.
Sorry, guys. Didn't think of this one. Big Bang. Don't you hate it when you Google Big Bang instead of the band, you get the Big Bang Theory?
Big Bang Theory? That's the
like,
most
that's not what I
annoying
wanted.
thing ever. Google, you should know me better by now.
How do you not? How is the little man in my phone not figured that out? 2006 to present, it says. So, yeah, anyway.
Amazing.
So good. I love them.
So we thought we would give recommendations to anybody out there who's maybe listening that is not that familiar with Big Bang. Or even if you are, here's what we think
See
are
if
like
you agree with us.
3 good songs. We each pick 3 songs that we feel are like a good segue into the group.
Or like the essentials, kind of.
So I picked Bad Boy.
Such a good song.
And honestly, I picked it because it's like effortless, it's cool, it's like got swag.
It's one of those songs.
It was swag before the word swag
yes,
was the word swag.
I feel like the word swag emerged from the depths of the Bad Boy music video.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah. It's also one of the songs when it comes on, I'm like, yes, this is my song. All by myself in my car.
It's fine. I'm always alone in my office, so that works.
Yeah.
You're at least out amongst the people.
I mean, I'm like at the pharmacy.
I also picked a love song, which was the song that you got me, that you first played for me, that got me into Big Bang.
Before we decided we were doing this today, I just happened to listen to that song, and it gave me all those feels.
All those feels.
It makes me feel things every time I listen to it.
It's so sophisticated. That's the other thing about Big Bang, which I'm sure we'll get into, but every single song is so different.
Yeah. I can't believe it's the same group sometimes.
Yeah.
And Love Song, the way that it's written, I mean, I'm assuming G-Dragon wrote it. I, again, did not do my research. But he wrote a lot of their songs. We'll have to look up later. But the lyrics are like, so he says, I hate this love song during the chorus. But then they have Taeyang singing something about, like, where it's like I'm going to forget you and you don't matter to me. And then Seungri comes in right after him with it, like, I'll never forget you. We'll be together forever. That's not a direct translation, but that's the feel of it.
It's like a push and pull.
It's so beautiful, and it gives you that like hollow feeling in your stomach that I guess is what love is. I mean, I think that's that feeling. That's what I call that feeling. Maybe it's just hungriness. Anyway.
And then I also picked Loser because that was right. That came out right when I was in my peak of Big Bangness.
Which this seems to be like a new thing for us, or the common thing for us, is that we get into a group right before a comeback, kind of unintentionally. And so we started the Big Bang thing right before M.A.D.E came out.
Yep.
And it was perfect timing because we already had all this gold to dig through, and then we got just like gold on gold on gold twice a month for 4 months.
It was amazing
because they did this weird release thing with it, and Loser was one definitely like choked me up because I was so excited.
Yeah, it was super good. Everything about it was great, and I feel like I feel like it's a radio hit.
Yeah,
I feel like it's one that you could hear on the radio and you get into it.
That's how I feel about Big Bang in general. Is if they were making music in the U.S., like, all of their hits, even some of their lesser hits in Korea, are so much better than half the stuff.
Yes.
Like, I'm not kidding. They are hit machines.
Mm-hmm. And their solo stuff.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah. Hit machines.
I feel like it's been such a long time since I've really steadily listened to Big Bang because I almost, like, overdid the limit. I listened to it so much, I, like, broke it.
That happens.
Yeah, I still love it, but it was like you gotta do something else with your life, Megan. This is getting worrisome.
You know what Big Bang said? They said, "Das ist nicht mein
Das
Bier."
ist nicht mein Bier.
That's not my problem, Megan.
It's your problem, Big Bang. You did this. You knew what you were doing. I don't buy it at all.
So what are your 3 songs then?
So I have just the deepest fascination and obsession with the song "BIGBANG."
Yes.
I love it.
It was your ringtone?
It was my ringtone.
Yeah.
My text tone was just Top going, "Bebe."
Bebe.
So, and it would go off so much that my coworker, who has never listened to K-pop in his life, would, as soon as it would go, "Bebe," he would go, "Bebe." It was like Pavlov's dog. So I love that song. It's again one of those songs where it's like, this is Big Bang. Where did this even come from? It's so different from everything else. It's so different from anything I've ever heard. It's great. That's one of the K-pop songs where it's almost entirely in Korean, and I've listened to it so many times, I can make it sound like I know what the words are, even though I don't. It's just that I've memorized the sounds of the words. There have been a couple times in the car with Jeff where he's like, "Do you know what you're saying?" And I'm like, "Nope." Not a clue. But that's fine. My second one, this had to be on the list. Fantastic Baby.
Fantastic Baby. Yeah.
This was like, I feel like this is their flagship song. This was in a movie trailer a year ago for like this, I don't know, second or third Pitch Perfect movie.
Oh, yes.
Fourth. I don't know how many there are.
There's 25.
20.
Can I
it was
tell
the
a really
26th.
funny story really fast?
Always.
So, my grandma was like, "Hey, what'd you do this weekend?" "Oh, we went to go see a movie, but it wasn't very good." "What movie did you go see, Grandma?" "Pitch Perfect." Like, Pitch Perfect, like 3. And I go, why did you go to that one?" "Well, we thought it was about baseball." It's like, well, not really, Grandma.
Your poor grandma.
Not really. I think they ended up walking out. They were like disgusted by the humor in it.
We took my grandma, this was years ago, to see the first Mamma Mia movie because we thought like, my grandma had dementia and she was like pretty mobile, but we just wanted to take her somewhere where it was like happy music and pretty colors, and so we took her to see it. I remember I was like, "What'd you think, Grandma?" And she was like, That's all she said. We're like, all right, well, we won't be doing this again. So yeah, grandmas at the movies is the best.
They're the best things ever at movies.
How did we even get?
Because you were talking about Fantastic Baby.
Right. That's right. It was in the trailer for one of the Pitch Perfect sequels. Which, I mean, I feel like that's a big deal. It was in a trailer. But it's super catchy. It's such a hit. It's such a good song. It's like, an iconic K-pop song. It's like textbook. I feel like if you're like, list the 10 most important K-pop songs
it would
of all
definitely
time.
be one of them.
I'm not a scholar, but I'm going to say it's on the list. And then for my third one, we try to keep this family friendly. I don't really know how to say this title, but it's F It.
F It.
But they have like a bunch of asterisks in there to censor the F word. It was like the end of the M.A.D.E. So like all the M.A.D.E. songs came out, and they went on tour, and then like 2 or 3 more songs came out. 2 more songs.
Well, we were promised these songs for what felt like years,
and they kept putting them off and
putting
them off.
Yes,
but it was worth the wait.
It was worth the wait.
It's like a delightful song. It's another one where my brother, who gives me constant crap about the K-pop stuff, it came on my car CD, and he was like, "Oh, I really like this," and I was like, "Sucka, it's K-pop."
Das ist nicht mein Bier.
Das ist nicht mein... Das ist mein Bier.
Your film-making brother.
I'm sorry. Too busy hobnobbing with celebrities. You can't listen to a little K-pop.
He's going to hate us if he ever gets
He'll
this
never
far
listen.
into this
He'll
podcast.
never listen to this. Do you know how many times I've been like, "Hey, Nate, I would really love it if you just like give me your feedback and listen." He's like, "Yeah." And then I never hear from him again. Like he probably moves out of the country to just not have to address my...
That's why he's in Berlin right
Another
now.
important thing you should know about me, now that we're all friends here and, we're on this journey together, is I'm obsessed with my brother. He's my baby brother. I worry about him all the time. He's extremely self-sufficient, and that bothers me. Because I want him to be like, "Megan, give me some older sister advice." He does not care. He says, Das ist nicht mein Bier.
Yeah, actually, there was one point in time, I think I texted him happy birthday.
Yeah.
Or I had been in LA, and so we happened to meet up.
Yeah.
And then I had texted him, and I think I was with you, and he texted me back, and I have never seen the furious fire in your eyes before. You're like, he texted you back? He never texted me back.
We will go, this sounds like a joke, months without hearing from him, and then he'll need something, and then it's all like, "Hey, sister. Hey, big sister. I love you so much. Did I ever tell you you were such a... important part of my life?" And then instead of being like, "I know what you're doing, you little expletive deleted," I'm like, "Oh, what can I do for you? Just tell me what you need. I'll do anything. I love you so much." It's like that. Have you seen that viral video? It's old now, of the girl with her baby brother.
And
She's
she
like,
cries.
"I don't want him to grow up."
Yes.
That's me with Nate now. I'm like, he's so cute.
And Nate's just sitting there like, "Das ist nicht mein Bier."
Yeah, I'm so sorry about her. I just feel like he's constantly like, "God, I'm really sorry about her." Too bad. Stuck with me. That's the other thing, is I'm always really glad we were born into the same family, because he would not be my friend. He'd hear the K-pop thing and be like, "Who's this weirdo over here?" But well, anyway. Okay, that's enough. Everything in my life, it turns into being about Nate.
Even your K-drama
Even my
hobby is now
K-drama
turning around to be about
He's the
Nate.
worst.
So we also thought we would go through then and pick a couple of our favorite music videos.
Yeah, mine's gonna sound really
So I just picked 2. I picked Bang Bang Bang.
Great video.
And I have to give a shout out, and I know I'm going to say her name wrong, but Paris Gobel. Is that how you say her name?
I don't know how to say her name. The choreographer. She
is in it.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Oh,
and
yeah.
She's like acting like a rabid dog, and G-Dragon's got her on a leash, and she's just... I can't even look at him. I'm so focused on her in that scene.
She also choreographed the Justin Bieber "Sorry" music video.
She did. And she was in it with her her whole dance
really
tribe.
good.
Yeah. And
why can't I dance?
Oh man, she opened up Mamas for Big Bang.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
I don't even remember what song it was. Was it Bang Bang Bang? It was amazing.
Had to have been,
whatever
right?
it was. I don't think it was.
I completely forgot that.
One of their newer songs, but oh my gosh, she was fierce.
Was it? I can't remember.
It was off the M.A.D.E. album, but I don't remember.
See, this is the
song.
problem with K-pop, is like so much just coming out all the time that you consume it all, and then you have to like erase it so that you can consume more.
We will dig and find that video and then post it on
really cool
on our Twitter page.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She was awesome.
Yeah.
Their opening of that was...
I completely forgot about that.
She was so fierce.
You could not take
your eyes off her.
It was like a decade ago, and by that I mean it was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
It feels like K-pop time is different than regular time. Mm-hmm. It's like dog years, but yeah, it's just like dog years.
It's just like dog years. Yeah.
It's
maybe
been
faster.
It's been 7 years since
faster.
2016.
Yeah. And then I also picked Love Song. Again, it's the first music video I think you showed me with K-pop, and I fell in love with it. And
It's really good.
One take. It's in black and white. There's a car falling out of the sky.
There's a nice choreographed dance scene that's very swell.
That's very cute and slowed down.
Everyone looks really beautiful in it.
Everybody looks
very
good.
dreamy.
We often joke, though, that G-Dragon looks like Ellen DeGeneres in that music video.
I can't even remember.
He's got, like, short blonde hair. He's kind of wearing, like, a
smart
pantsuit. Yeah.
That just makes me want to watch Kate McKinnon do Ellen.
So, yeah, those are my two music videos.
So, I mean, we've already established I'm obsessed with BIGBANG. That music video is bonkers.
It's insane.
And I love it. It's so weird. I remember the feeling of watching it for the first time. I got like hot, physically overheated watching that video because I was like so excited that it was coming out, and also because it seemed very scandalous.
It is. We have so many theories.
And the thing that is funny about it to me is I think we're like overthinking it. I think it is as straightforward as it looks.
It doesn't seem very straightforward, though.
The syringe part.
Yeah. The symbolism there, that is very straightforward.
G-Dragon's like comes out and he's wearing like a rain poncho and rubber gloves, and he's like feeling up these mannequins.
I think they're like holy statues. What is it? One like the
one
Mother
of them
Mary? Yeah.
Is it? Oh yeah, at the end.
I think so.
And
then what is Sungri's got this?
He's
hot
just like
blonde
he's like there's like a white background, and then
like a vapor.
Her hands are like feeling him up, and he's just really still. In fairness, watch any Big Bang music video and somebody's feeling Sungri up. I feel like that is a common theme in Big Bang music videos. It says like Sungri and then just like hands all over him. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing in Fantastic Baby, where he's like the leather daddy.
I feel like if you went to Sungri's apartment, the same thing would be happening.
You're just like standing in the kitchen and there's just somebody appears and starts feeling him up.
Women feeling him.
And he's so comfortable with it because it's like he doesn't even notice.
He doesn't even notice they're there.
It's like a little breeze through the window. He doesn't even notice it's happening. I'll document all of this when he and I live together.
Yes, when you're roommates. And then Tae is like riding a horse.
Yeah, he's in like this western scene. He's riding a horse.
His shirt is off.
Always.
And then Daesung, what's Daesung doing?
I just watched it. Why can't I remember?
I want to say...
he's in water. There's like water.
That's right.
And this girl like walks up to him and he's just laying in the water.
That's right.
And then they're all like flying in outer space. So there's like a moon behind them.
One of our theories was that each
Top. We forgot Top.
Oh, Top.
He looks like the Riddler or something.
Yeah, and he's got a syringe full of white liquid.
And he's just squirting on this poor girl. Although she seems very happy about it. Yeah, I mean, no one's upset. It's like consensual. I don't know.
So one of our theories was that every version, so all 5 of them were like a different drug.
Yeah, that wasn't the best thing I could think of. It's like a different kind of high.
But then you have Megan and I, who are like the most straight-laced people.
Don't know anything about drugs.
Probably ever meet. Trying to be like, but what drugs are they? Googling
Top's
what drugs.
Got a bunch of plants around him, so it must be some kind of plant. I don't know. What's that thing that peyote?
I think we said that Sungri was like ecstasy.
Yeah, whatever just like makes you really tired.
Yeah.
And like G-Dragon was meth because he's like hopping around and with rubber gloves on. I don't know what Taeyeon would be. I don't know what the horse. Oh wait, heroin.
Probably.
Okay, wait. I suddenly feel like this theory has much stronger legs than I ever did before. I was like, what's a horse? But horse with no name. Isn't that about drugs?
I think so.
Oh, guys. We cracked it.
It's either that or it's just as straightforward as it seems.
The other thing is like elements. It's kind of like elemental. Like, but I don't know what G-Dragons would be. I don't know. BTS has done this to us where I feel like I have to find meaning in everything.
In every single detail.
And I can't because my brain... Das ist nicht
nicht
mein Bier. Nicht is so hard for me.
Nichts.
Nicht. Das ist nicht mein Bier.
It's just...
I'm so bad at German.
You're right. It's too many consonants for you.
So many consonants. That's me. That's sweet.
You gotta stick with your Swedish.
Yeah.
You're so much better at it.
Mycket bra.
So what was your other music video?
Oh, sorry. Oh, that was only my first one. So Fantastic Baby must be watched also.
Oh, yeah.
They're like overthrowing the government or something. It's like this war on music, and they're all kings, and G-Dragon looks more epic than anyone should ever be allowed to look. It's alarming. Magnificent. Yeah. He's got this like crazy hair, and he's in a throne, and he's so cool. And they're all so cool, but G-Dragon is especially cool. And then at the end, they're all on their thrones, and it's Daesung's like chained to a wall with no shirt on. Also ripped. Yeah. How? Daesung, Taeyang, and Seungri are all ripped and will frequently take off their shirts.
But here's the thing. Top will take off a shirt to reveal he's got on another shirt. And then he'll take off that shirt to reveal he's got on like 5 more shirts. And his hands are always covered in gloves. He's always wearing socks. You never see his bare skin. From like the chin up, sure. But the chin down, it's covered.
It's so funny because we got into Big Bang after he had done that movie where he was shirtless.
That's what I was going to say. And then you see Taza 2 and where he's shirtless. And you're like, what is he hiding? If I looked like that,
I would take my shirt off all the time.
Yeah. I would never have a shirt on.
No.
I would go to Tae's house, borrow the shirt repellent spray that he uses every day.
See if Jimin's got some left.
Jimin's got a little on his shoulder. I just don't understand it, but yeah. Great music video.
It's really fun. Mm-hmm. And the song's so great. It's just a whole thing. And then I picked Bad Boy as the last music video. There's so many to choose from that we legitimately just had to pick our very, very favorites. Mm-hmm. Because their catalog is massive. Mm-hmm. And it's all good. And we decided not to get into the subunits and the side projects because like then you got Crooked, which is like the most epic music video ever.
Oh, that Crooked music video. You know what we should do? We will make a YouTube playlist
of just all the best.
Our favorite Big Bang group videos, and then our favorite video from each individual member. Because they are so good.
A dum-dum, because we totally just made a list of our favorite videos from each individual member.
So if you want to dive into each member, we'll just go through them real quick.
Really quick.
Taeyang, definitely do Eyes, Nose, Lips.
Iconic.
Boom. Yeah. You cannot go wrong with that music video.
Top, we have Doom Dada. Just watch it. There's nothing that I can say that can prepare you for it. So just watch it. It's the best thing ever.
G-Dragon, Crooked. Do it.
Even Nate likes it.
Even the filmmaker likes Crooked.
Even Nate likes it. Must be quality. For Daesung, he has a bunch of great solo stuff. But listen to Wings. I don't think there's a video for it. But
there's a bunch of live versions that you can find on YouTube.
And they're all flawless because he's an incredible live performer.
Yep. And for Seungri, listen to Strong Baby. Go Google that music video.
But maybe watch it alone in your room.
Light a candle, grab a glass of wine.
Have a glass. Put your satin sheets on your bed and lay back and
just soak in.
Press play, baby.
Soak in baby Seungri.
Because it is
Strong Baby.
It is sensual. There's the word we should have used for Seungri.
Seungri, sensual. That's a very good one.
So there we go.
So we are going to talk really quick, because not really quick. We're fine on time.
Oh yeah, we're good.
We are going to talk about, Megan and I had the joyous experience of going to a Big Bang concert and sitting front row.
I still can't believe it happened.
It happened. And this was right after the M.A.D.E series had come out. Mm-hmm. So, like, we had just gotten into them that summer. Way too much. Probably that February, that year. And then all the way through that summer. And then we knew they were coming in October. Got tickets.
Oh, again, if you're a K-pop fan, then you know there's nothing more stressful than waiting to see if you can get tickets.
Yeah. And so, Megan and I live in the Midwest. Like, we live in the heart of the United States.
The smack dab center.
You cannot get any closer to the heart of the United States than where we live. No. And the only places Big Bang was going were the East Coast and the West Coast. Yeah. And nothing in between.
No. So, and it was so unfair because they had multiple shows in certain cities. And it was like, you can't give Chicago one break.
Yeah. Shoot us one show.
Give us a pity show.
We're not asking you to go to, like, Des Moines, Iowa.
And we're from the Midwest. We'll be nice.
Yes.
We'll be so nice to you.
Maybe they were afraid that we were too nice for Seungri. And he was
too accommodating.
It was just way too accommodating. So anyway, we ended up going to the LA show.
Technically Anaheim.
Anaheim. Because there was a show in LA.
Mm-hmm. And then the next day in Anaheim. Yeah. Which... all the choices we made were so bizarre now that we think about it, because we chose Anaheim, which meant we went to LA and then had to travel to Anaheim.
We'd take like a train and a bus.
It was a very complicated route.
Yeah.
And then Irene lived in New York, and there were multiple shows in New Jersey and New York, and we made her fly to Los Angeles.
Fly to Los Angeles to go with us.
It was the farthest from convenient that it could have been, but I feel like at the time we were panicking.
Yeah.
And we were just like, let's just see what we can get, and here's our weird, bizarre reasoning that made sense in the moment, and then we were like, whoa, we really should have planned this better.
Yeah.
But
it worked out.
It was I think it was perfect.
It worked out. And so here's a few highlights from the show. So number one, we get there. Yeah. I had surprised Megan and Irene. I just said we got good tickets.
We had no idea.
I didn't tell you we had front row tickets.
No idea.
And so we go in, we get in. It was a whole fiasco. We walk. I remember leading you to the section, and there were like stairs to go up and stairs to go down. Mm-hmm. And I was like, we're going down. And I'll never forget the look on your face when you like opened the curtain to walk down the stairs, and you were like, no way.
I've never sat front row for not even a school play. Like, I've never been in the front row for anything. We're from the Midwest. I grew up in a family that was like, let's do the cheapest one.
Right, yeah.
Like, it was just...
What's the best bang for our buck here?
I'm not going to say that it's better to sit in the front row, but it's so much better. And all of my other experiences in life were a lie, is basically what I'm saying, is that I'm ruined from everything now.
So we get there. We get to our seats. Mm-hmm. Kind of try to take a deep breath, try to relax, try to meet there was a lovely family full of women next to us. There was like the grandma, the mom, the daughters. Do
not remember them at all.
Oh, they were beautiful, and I don't think any of them spoke English. I think they were all Korean too.
I don't remember them.
So we turn around to like take in the just
magnitude of everything
of this arena, and there's an American celebrity sitting right behind, directly behind us.
Yep.
And at first, I don't think I caught it. I think I was so excited that we were finally there, and it was a swirl-run trip. We won't drop names, but this American celebrity is really big in the music industry. He's been on TV shows before.
Yeah, he's a household name.
He's definitely a household name, and he had brought his whole family. So I think his son and daughter and his nieces and nephews, and they were kind of filling up.
They had like a whole
us.
row, yeah.
Yeah, and so the interesting thing is, this is what K-pop does, and this is. When people ask me, like, why do you like it so much? Or they try to downplay it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, das ist nicht mein Bier. Like,
das ist nicht
this is
mein
not my
Bier.
problem that you don't understand this. Because he was so in tune and, like, taking it in. And he asked all of us, like, well, who's your favorite? Why do you like them so much? What draws you to their music? What are your favorites? Like, he was asking us all these really detailed questions.
He was super engaged.
Yeah.
He was really nice.
He was really a nice guy. His whole family was.
Yeah. Which is good because... I bet we were not fun to sit behind.
Yeah.
Because
we were
I stood
loud
the whole time.
Yeah.
Well,
we did ask for permission. So I knew the second that the band came out, we were probably going to stand up and dance and all that stuff. So I did turn around and asked him and his son, who were right behind us, like, is it okay if I stand? Because I flew in here from the Midwest and paid all this money for this front row seat. And they were like, oh, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And
so it's so funny. You have such clear memories of this because I literally remember none of this. Because Becca... I learned something about myself that night, which is that I go into a, fugue state.
Megan,
when I get excited.
I say you went comatose.
That's what it was like.
That's absolutely what it was. Megan shut down.
I was so hyper-focused on the stage. I could have been alone in that arena. I had no clue what was going on.
Her lips were constantly open, but she wasn't making any noise.
I don't think I breathed for 3 hours.
You were looking up because we were so close to the stage. We had to look up to see them. And you did not move. A few times I bump into you, but you were molded to the ground like a statue. I was I don't know where I went. I went somewhere else. The only time she sang was at the very end. I think they sang Baby a second time, Baby.
They did a couple of the M.A.D.E songs twice, which was awesome.
And you managed to get your cell phone out of your pocket
for a hot second.
It was slow motion, just slowly raised it up and took a video. And that's the only movement you did that entire concert.
It was the best. I'm not being dramatic either. The best thing that ever happened to me. I'll never be able to repay you for that experience. But I felt terrible afterward because I realized that it seemed like I wasn't having fun.
Yeah, so I kept nudging our friend Irene. I was like, I don't know if Megan's having fun. I think I even texted your boyfriend, Megan's not moving.
Didn't he say, like, that's her at concerts?
Yeah, he was like, she's fine, don't worry. She's having a good time.
And since you pointed it out, that is how I am at concerts. Okay, I'm not a tall lady. I'm like 5'2". So I've never actually seen a concert in my life. I've seen the backs of the heads of the people in front of me the whole time. So I could see everything. It was like a baby when you give them a lot of shapes and colors. I was like mesmerized. But I am like that at concerts because I'm trying so hard to see and focus, and I want to like really, I love music. I want to feel every single minute of it because it's such an incredible experience to go to a live show that I just get really weird and still and not fun. I like never dance, and people are always like, oh, look at this buzzkill, and it's like, actually I'm feeling myself right now, so step to the side. But yeah, I was so happy, and I couldn't function. I shut down.
She completely shut down.
I overstimulated.
I, on the other hand, was
having a great
shaking
time.
my booty like a crazy person.
Irene was too.
I didn't have a voice for like 3 days after the show. I was singing and screaming so loud. And there were three highlights besides Megan being comatose. So
she did get a really funny picture of me, like,
I should post it. I will
clutching
tweet it.
my chest.
Yes, Megan was clutching her. You will see that she was just.
I'm
like,
gone. I'm not there. I was living inside the music. Yeah.
So since we were so close, our 3 favorite moments are mine, at least. We could see the members come on stage before anybody else could. So they had this giant screen in front of the whole stage, and it was they were like projecting like a Quentin Tarantino style.
They were
movie.
awesome.
Yeah, it was so good. So we saw the members walk onto the stage, and then the member closest to us was Daesung, and they were all standing on like these pillars that were like rising and lowering onto the stage, and it was just, we got this amazing photo of him just like braced for the concert. It was the coolest picture. I just remember thinking, nobody else here is seeing this.
Yeah, we can't, like, and we could like see them leaving the stage on the side, like in the wings, and that was cool too.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a highlight. Another highlight, I might just let you tell the story about Top singing Bebe at the end, and when you managed to slowly break your trance for 30 seconds.
I can't even, okay, the way I am about Jungkook now, where it's like, all right, we get it, Megan, pull yourself together, I was like 10 times that with Top. For like, I was like Googling, I am a sick person. I was obsessed, like 10 times a day. Any update on Top? Any update on Top? Any update? I was like screenshotting his Instagram posts, his weird art pictures. So this was the biggest moment of my life. It will never be topped, pun intended. But yeah, so it was like the end, and they started singing Bebe again, and there was this like platform kind of thing, like a bridge almost. Yeah, catwalk that was right in front of us, and we could see everything that was on that. And he got up and he started walking on it. It was right before his rap started, which is the best part of Bebe, obviously. And he started to leave. So he was leaving the platform, and I was like, no.
Yeah, we could hear the rap coming up. Yeah.
He was going to be right in front of us. He literally gets down the steps off this catwalk, turns around, walks back up, and is right in front of us again. And it was
right, like within 6 feet.
Like I could have touched him if I had long arms.
Yes.
Like, okay, really long arms.
But still.
And if he hadn't been raised up on the ground, like we were so close to him, and it was heavenly. It was so good. He was so perfect.
He was right in front of us for that
He's
entire
wearing a
rap.
cowboy hat, because why not?
Yeah, because it's Top.
And he was shaking that thing. He was great. It was awesome. Pretty sure he had a cane.
He did have a cane.
Because he just sometimes has a cane.
Yep.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
He doesn't need it.
He worked it.
Yeah.
It was good.
He makes it seem right. Which is the beauty of Top. And it was so great. Yeah, it was the cherry on top. I am genuinely not trying to do this. It's just that Top is a part of a lot of sayings.
You might say you were on top of the world.
On top. Yes. One might say that, but I couldn't top it if I tried. So anyway, that was my favorite moment, and it was a huge, like, it was more than I ever could have wished for.
I feel like I'm reliving it right now.
I know, I'm feeling really giddy.
So my favorite part, by far, I went into this Big Bang concert. I really didn't have a bias, and I really didn't have a bias wrecker. I loved all of them. And I appreciated all of them.
I actually feel like, as much as I love Top, I kind of feel that same way, where it's it's just different than kind of the recent boy bands.
Right.
So.
And so, like halfway through the concert, I remember thinking, Sungri. So I know I am I came here with nobody. I am leaving with Sungri as my bias. Like I will be that random pair of hands that shows up to just touch him. I guess.
If only
I don't
we could
know.
all be so lucky.
Yes. So halfway through the concert, it's like a vision from the heavens. It was like a light shone down upon me.
Yeah, and he's a handsome man.
I realized that was my man. Well, then at the very end of the concert, our friend Irene had left. I think she actually offered to go buy me another drink. I feel guilty now because I didn't know until the next day that she wasn't here for this part until she was like, that didn't happen.
Oh no.
Yeah, she wasn't there for it. And
I didn't know that anyone else was there the whole time.
Probably the last song they were singing. I think it was We Like to Party.
Mm-hmm.
And
I forgot all about We Like to Party.
Our entire row had cleared out.
That's another great video.
The American celebrity behind us had left.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, this is how big of a celebrity he is. He didn't go up the steps and out the venue. He walked down to the floor of the arena. And the security guard was like, yep. And they gotta like walk backstage with this family to like leave out some private entrance. We should have
snuck backstage.
And so they're singing We Like to Party. Sungri, oh, I can't even talk about it, walks up the catwalk right in front of us. So it's just Megan and I. There's nobody else in our row. There's nobody behind us. He's like waving to the upper balcony and stuff, and he's singing and pointing and doing Sungri business. And then all of a sudden he looks down and he sees us. And I mean, this is like laser focus, locks eyes with us for like an hour. And and then we had conversations about where we grew up. No, I'm totally
kidding. My soul
kidding.
left my body.
But it was, I'm not exaggerating, probably 10.
It was a
full seconds.
Concentrated eye contact.
I dare you right now, stop this podcast and start a timer for 10 seconds. It was a long time. And when you living in America and we never see these people ever, like we don't even have the hopes of seeing them. No. And by some miracle we got tickets and they were great tickets and like
everything fell into place.
It was a dream. It was the perfect way to end that concert. It was the last song. He was waving, he was dancing, he was looking right at us. It was magical.
It was so good that when it ended, I don't think I've ever been so depressed in my entire life than I was like the next 24 to 48 hours.
I would say for a week straight, I was concerned that I was
like
going into like a depressed state.
Yeah. It was so magnificent that returning to real life was just a struggle.
Yeah, it was an amazing high.
And the whole weekend had been just like the best trip.
Yes.
We had so much fun.
And we should give a plug for Megan won an Emmy.
Oh, that was like, yeah, that was like the funniest part of this whole thing is it got nominated for an Emmy, Midwest Regional.
Yeah.
Legally, actually.
After we bought tickets. After I knew we had front row tickets, but you didn't know yet.
I didn't know yet. And my boss came up to me and he's like, hey, just want to double check. Are you sure you don't want to go to the Emmys instead of this concert? And I was like, I'm sure. I am 1,000,000% sure that I am not missing this Big Bang concert. And in all honesty, and this isn't me trying to be like, oh, I'm so modest. I really didn't think I had a chance. Like, it was such a long shot. So to me, I told Becca, I'd rather see Big Bang and lose an Emmy and have an amazing time seeing Big Bang than go to the Emmys and lose an Emmy and miss Big Bang.
Right.
In hindsight, I would still rather go to the Emmy or go to Big Bang and win an Emmy and miss the ceremony than go to the Emmys and win an Emmy. Because it was like, I'm not kidding. It was like the most fun I've ever had.
And so this Emmy ceremony was on a Saturday. Big Bang concert was on Sunday. And so we had gone out to like this Korean barbecue restaurant with your filmmaker brother.
With Nate and all his filmmaker friends.
And your mom was there.
Yeah,
and
a
I
friend
had
of
a friend
yours.
in town.
Irene was there.
It was just like this big hodgepodge group of people
so
that didn't know each other. And the owners of the Korean barbecue place were so sweet. And
yeah, because we were like...
The food was amazing. And we were ordering soju like it was our job.
Which we'd never had it, and that was fun.
And the best part is we have a video of... Megan, we were all making a toast. We're going to do a one shot. And Megan said something about, here's to me losing an Emmy.
Like the most fun you could have losing an Emmy or something.
And probably 5 minutes later, you got a text saying, hey,
well,
dum-dum.
I had gotten the text like 2 hours earlier, but we were having so much fun, I didn't check my phone. Yeah, and my boyfriend texted me, hey, dummy.
You won an Emmy.
That's a 30 Rock joke. If any 30 Rock fans out there, he doesn't just call me dummy. It's actually very romantic.
And so Megan won an Emmy.
Yeah.
And then the next day was Big Bang. And that's why for a week straight we were probably pretty depressed.
I still
it's hard
get
to top that.
like I get I still get pangs of nostalgia that are very visceral about that concert because we really did just have so much fun.
Man, we had such a good time.
Everybody
was so nice.
And we had just good experiences. Nate was a really good like tour guide for us. He took us to lots of cool places in LA and
it was fun.
To go
actually,
back.
Fun fact, we actually went to a museum hoping to see Top.
Oh, I was sure. I was like,
we were convinced we were going to see him, and
we
didn't, but that's okay. We had fun at the museum. We saw a lot of great art.
We saw that thing that room that looks like the Drake music video.
Yes.
That Hotline Bling thing. It's not the same, but I'm sure this famous artist loves it when people are like, oh yeah, like the Drake music video.
So that was our Big Bang concert. So we have a few minutes left.
We are
doing so good on time.
Yeah.
I don't know how we do this every time.
Me neither.
I thought it would be fun for us. So we did a BTS, if BTS members were food. And then we had joked about we would do if Big Bang members were alcoholic beverages. I think we should just do it.
We should. I was going to try to prepare for this too, and I didn't.
Well, I feel like it works well if one of us prepares and the other one just
wings it.
You're so much better winging it than
Did you prepare? I'm so bad at preparing. Thank God for you.
I prepared.
Okay.
So I thought we'd go oldest to youngest.
Yeah.
And, oh no, sorry. We're going to go youngest to oldest.
Okay.
Megan and I also have talked about many times for your birthday doing a Big Bang bar crawl.
Yes!
Where each bar would represent a member and we have to drink what we think they would drink.
Let's do that this year.
We should do it because every year we want to do it. I'm pregnant or nursing or something.
You gotta pull it together, Becca.
Stop having babies.
Stop making humans.
So we can go have this Big Bang
I
bar
want
crawl.
to drink excessively with you.
Originally, when we first got into Big Bang, I thought Sungri would be a Shirley Temple or a kitty cocktail because he's the youngest member.
Yeah, and he's sweet and
he's
funny
sweet
and goofy.
And it's kind of one of those things where, like, have you ever been to a restaurant when an adult orders a Shirley Temple?
Yeah, and you're like,
that's goofy.
I like that guy.
I like you a lot.
What a weirdo.
But since he's grown up now, gosh, I can't believe he's his age. I thought maybe he'd be a Jell-O shot. Again, like silly, cute.
Okay. Your picks are way different than mine. So, continue. Jell-O shot.
So either Shirley Temple, kitty cocktail, or Jell-O shot.
I feel like I am close to the Jell-O shot. Okay. I was just going to say body shot. It's like tequila with a little salt on the collarbone.
Here's the thing.
Lime wedge in the mouth.
Every time we do this, I always go in thinking, nope, I've got good answers. Megan's going to love my answers. And then you throw in an answer, and I think, how did I not think of that?
Well, the first thing, so that was like...
Sungri would absolutely be a body shot. You win again.
But before I thought of that one, I thought just a vodka Red Bull. Because it'll like get you drunk really fast and also you are hyped.
Yeah, it'll keep you up all night.
I feel like it's just that level of energy that Sungri appears to have would only be achieved by very strong alcohol and a very strong stimulant.
Yeah.
But if we're talking personality-wise, I'm going to go with body shot. Because he's always wearing blazers with no shirt underneath in videos. I feel like I'm seeing that. It's like, got the blazer on, no shirt, and then you're just going for it.
I like it.
Says a woman who, honestly, I am not even 100% sure what the mechanics of a body shot are. I did not have fun in college. I feel comfortable telling you all that. I studied really hard.
This is a safe place.
I did not do anything fun until I was like 26, and then I did for like a year, and then I was like, yeah, I hate this.
Well, you've missed your prime by then.
I'm out of it, yeah.
So, Daesung. All right, go with me on this one. I was thinking that he would be like a nice, chilled champagne.
Oh, that's really good.
Where it's sparkly and really pretty, and it makes you feel very warm.
Yeah. Yes. I love that. I love champagne also, and I love Daesung, so those make me feel very warm and fuzzy. I would have said something like an old-fashioned, where it's like makes you warm. That whiskey is really strong, but then there's that sweet cherry to it and like a little bit of bitter, like that lemon peel. Very sophisticated taste. I feel like that's where I'm going with that. Also, probably because that's my favorite drink, and I just want to drink Daesung right up.
His
voice is smooth like whiskey
too. You could go wrong either way. With
I think both of those are excellent. He's got like that. He's like effervescent, like the bubbly personality. So champagne works really well for that too.
All right, G-Dragon is the one I struggled with because I think he could be about anything.
He's a chameleon.
I was thinking he would be like one of those giant, like, fishbowl drinks. Like a margarita. Okay,
ours are really similar.
That you dump, like, a beer into.
And there are, like, 40 straws in it, and everybody's just going to town.
Everybody can enjoy this.
Everyone likes this.
Yes.
So, I think that's perfect.
High five.
That was good.
Yes.
Mine was going to be, like, a pina colada with, like, lots of fruit and a little umbrella, because, again, who doesn't love a pina colada?
Right.
He brings the party.
Yep.
It's refreshing. It's kind of fierce. I feel like
it's
those
fun to look at.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's kind of special. You don't drink it all the time, so it's like on a level of its own. I think we're on the same wavelength with those.
I think this is absolutely G-Dragon.
Yeah.
All right, Tay. Are you ready for Tay?
There's only one thing that he could be.
Oh, you say it.
I feel like you told me this once.
Oh, I might have. I said he. Well, my reasoning is really silly. Maybe this isn't the same. I said he would be like a pack of craft beer because it's the only thing that comes in a 6-pack.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. He would just be a 6-pack.
He would just be a 6-pack.
But he'd be like a good 6-pack.
Yeah,
we're not talking like
craft beer.
Yeah. We're talking a solid 6-pack. Like, pick something you like, because we're not just serving Coors here.
You know what? Go to the nice grocery store that you can like mix and match your own 6-pack. That would be Tay.
Again, versatile. Yes. He is a versatile man.
And then throw on a wedding ring because he's married now.
Yeah, he is married.
But still, that doesn't mean you can't
enjoy it's also like not a super high alcohol content beer, like kind of a modest, maybe like an amber or like a pale.
It'd be one of those where you drink it and think,
like a wheat beer.
Oh, this is really good. And then you see the alcohol content's like 0.5%.
Like, so we're saying go get a 6-pack of O'Doul's. And you got
basically.
No, because it has to be sexier than O'Doul's. Taeyong is very sexy. If he wasn't going to be a 6-pack of beer, which is 100% what I was thinking also, I guess I could see him as maybe like a gin and tonic.
I could see that.
Like it's it's kind of that like half and half. It's not overly sweet and saccharine. It's not bitter. It's just like refreshing.
If gin and tonics came in a 6-pack, then yes.
Then a 6-pack of gin and tonic is Tay.
It'd be Tay.
Perfect.
Yes. And then top, I feel like you have to say he's a bottle of wine because he loves wine so much.
The oldest wine ever, and it's super expensive.
So here's fun fact. He used to Instagram wine all the time. And there was an interview where G-Dragon and Sungri said that Top would bring to like a dinner, like a band member dinner. So there's just the 5 of them and like a manager. He would bring like 10 bottles of wine and he would number them in the order they are supposed to drink them.
This dude could be a sommelier.
My goodness. And then they always said like they barely got to the 3rd bottle and they'd all be
wasted.
Blitzed. Yeah. But Megan and I, for fun, one of our fun games was we would Google, every time he would Instagram a bottle of wine, we would Google what the value of that wine is. Some of them were like $3,000.
It was ridiculous. I could pay off my credit cards with like one bottle of this wine.
I don't think my husband's car cost that much
No,
money.
It's ridiculous. That's like when you think about the clothes that they wear on stage. Some website recently like compiled the amount of money. I saw it in Teen Vogue. They were referencing somebody else though. The amount that like BTS's costumes or wardrobe.
I'm sure.
It was like $20,000 for just their outfits for the DNA music video. It's nuts.
That's insane.
It's like a shirt, man. It's a shirt.
You know what? I tell you what. I bought you, when you won your Emmy.
You bought me that's the most expensive champagne I've ever had in my life.
We bought a bottle of champagne. It was the only bottle of champagne the hotel had. And I was like, I don't care the price. I'm paying it. And I think it was like $60. Which I've never spent that much on a bottle. But it was so worth it in the moment.
I've never had anything that expensive.
It was so worth it.
Yeah.
But even that, I'm just like, I could not tell you the difference between that and like a $4 bottle of Andre champagne.
No. I feel like there's something beautiful about not being picky because you're just happy. Like, I love wedding champagne, it's usually something cheap, and it's really bubbly, and it's super syrupy, and it's like the best thing ever. I love drinking, like getting champagne drunk at weddings.
Yep.
I don't know.
I love it.
Top, if he wasn't super expensive wine that no one can afford or even find, he'd be something ridiculous. Like,
he would be a drink that you have to drink in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like through an ice sculpture, or you know what I mean? Like, like a drink that you can't just sip out of a glass.
Like a destination drink. Like you go to this bar specifically to get this bonkers drink that's really good, but like, why is it there? Like, what is it?
Yes.
It's unnecessarily complicated, and that's what makes it so appealing and great.
Exactly.
It's also probably very expensive.
And you'd also have to sit in very uncomfortable looking furniture.
Yeah, we cannot even scratch the surface on the furniture thing with Top. I feel like you got to just go on that journey on your own.
But the thing is, when you go down the Big Bang spiral like we have and continue to do
forever,
you just love him so much it doesn't matter. I'm like, go get on with that dirty couch.
He's so fun I think this is what made me like him too, is he never ever feels like he's trying to be somebody he's not. Yeah. He's like kind of shy and really funny, like very clever, and a little bit, I think the term is 4D is the term that they use in K-pop, where you're just like a little weird, but it's in a very endearing way. Yeah. We should all be a little 4D. That's what I'll say.
In Germany, you say he has ein Vogel in his head. It means he's just a little crazy.
Ein Vogel,
a bird. For some reason,
in his head.
For some reason, having a bird in your head means
I love that, actually. That makes sense, because imagine how crazy you'd feel if you thought there was a bird in your head. That's brilliant. Das ist nicht mein Bier. Nope, still can't do it. Made it all the way in. Das ist nicht mein Bier.
I can't look at you
Das
when
ist
you try to say it. Megan's face is contorting in such an uncomfortable way.
Oh my god, this is why I never tried to learn Korean, because this would be the same thing where people are just like, what are you doing? You look like you're in pain. All I can say is Hajima.
Hajima.
Das ist nicht mein Bier. Why is it so funny? I don't know what I'm doing.
It's just because you're trying so hard. It's so cute. I feel like
mein Bier.
RM when Jimin's doing the yellow card. I'm like, cute.
That's my all-time favorite video. We should post that too.
So anyway, that's it for us in Big Bang.
Oh, we wore ourselves out.
Everybody wish Megan a happy trip to Berlin.
I'll see you guys on the flip side.
Deutschland, have fun.
Yeah.
And guten Abend.
Oh, and you should let us know if you're Big Bang fans. What did we forget? What are we about? What are some great songs and videos other people should check out?
Big Bang is like a trip down memory lane for us. Please let us know if you like them, what you like about them, if you went to the concert yourself.
Let's hear from our VIPs out there.
Yes, please.
And other than that, well, reach out to us on Twitter at Noona Business. We have a Facebook at Noona Business. You can email us. There's Becca at noonabusiness.com, Megan at noonabusiness.com. As always, huge thank you to our sponsor, whoarted.com. Thank you for all the podcasting equipment. And what else? Yeah.
That's it.
Let us know. We got some fun stuff planned for the future when I get back from Europe with all my film friends.
All your film friends. So everybody have a lame week here in the States.
Yeah, you losers. $20 says I go and get sick as soon as I get there. I always get sick on vacation.
Almost guarantee it. I'll just be here, taking care of babies and...
Well, that's your fault.
The usual. Das ist nicht mein Bier.
Das ist nicht mein Bier.
Well, everybody have a great week, and we will talk to you all soon.
Bye.